This is the input screen for the job standard settings for a job labeled Foundation Park Plaza. The overall estimated time is identified at 3/4 of an hour. Job miles, gutter broom time, sweep time, time out of the cab, as well as total time for the job standards are set. These can be changed at any time. In addition, the parameters over and above the estimates are also identified. For example, the estimate is that this job should use 10 minutes of gutter broom time. Our tolerances are 30% above and 30% below that estimate. This means that the time could be anywhere between 7 to 13 minutes before it would be identified on the exception report. The system allows for both route and job adjustments. Notice the estimated job time for this route is 11.45 hours, and the expected total route revenue is $773.74. The route is broken down by the different job locations that comprise the route and the estimated time to perform each job. Also, please note the highlighted line at the bottom. This schedule will need to be rolled in the next 9 days. This image displays all the routes performed on the day selected, as well as the jobs captured by GPS on the selected route. The vehicle selected here is number 93. The screen identifies each job within the route with arrival and departure times by date. Therefore, the sweeping company has a history of the work done on each job within the route. This can be analyzed to determine if the route can be done faster, do we need more time, is it the most efficient route from a time standpoint, and so on. History also tells us whether the current driver is performing within the historical times for each job and the entire route. This is a screenshot of the job performance report, which allows the user to select any date range for a job and get a snapshot comparison of actual performance against the targeted performance and hourly rate. The averages are created two ways. The first is a pure average based on the number of events indicated in the reported date range, and the second is a modified mid-80% average, which deletes the high 10% numbers and the low 10% numbers in each category. The mid-80% average is helpful in tuning up the performance targets for the job based on history. This is a powerful tool in determining the profitability of a job over time. The route performance record is a summary of a completed route that is auto-filled from GPS data, indicating the beginning and ending time of the route as well as arrival and departure time at each job site location. Through analysis of this data, total route revenue and hourly route revenue is automatically calculated, as well as total job time and total travel time. This is a great tool for quickly and easily determining effective routing and operator productivity. This image allows you to view the entire route overlaid on a map. The different color of the route identifies the speed which the vehicle was traveling during that part of the trip. You can see the mile per hour schedule on the left of the screen, defined by the specific colors. This screen image defines the gate-to-gate payroll for Unit 93 for the route that was run on October 17, 2010. The route commences by leaving the gate at 9:30 p.m. and ends on October 18, 2010, when the driver arrives back in the yard at 6:37 a.m. There were no problems with the start time, and there were 2 minutes of assigned off-job stops as a standard. Yet this route had 5 stops for a total of 26 minutes. Why? This operation allows for 15 minutes of prep time prior to departure, and 20 minutes to clean up the vehicle after it comes back to the yard. The total operation time is 521 minutes plus 35 minutes for prep and cleanup, for a total of 556 minutes worked. In addition, there were 38 minutes of paid breaks, for a total hours paid of 594 minutes. While that seems like a lot of data, the system calculates all of this without effort. Good drivers like the system because they make more money. However, the data presented also makes it easy to identify and document the drivers not doing the job. Here we have the exceptions report. Managing by exception allows the manager to only have to focus on issues outside the norm. Remember the 5 stops we discussed earlier. The top 5 lines on this screen, marked with the red stop signs, identify each stop for Vehicle 93 and the time of the stop. This is an abbreviated report due to the size of the screen. There is significantly more data that tells the story of when and where. In addition, by looking at the actual breadcrumb animation overlaid on the map, we can be very specific as to where these stops occurred. Do you see the hand that identifies the hand work time? How about the clock representing job time outside of the standard? S identifies excessive speed while sweeping. This report is collected for the manager to review and determine if there needs to be a discussion with the driver in regards to any of these exceptions. After the driver sees the data available, the quantity of exceptions decreases immensely. This screen is one taken from the animated breadcrumb trail. You can clearly see when the driver is in the seat and the sweeping head is down because they are highlighted in green. The sweeping pattern is clearly identified as well. This is a snapshot of the actual sweeping pattern of a job with speeds during the job specified. The yellow indicates the driver was between 11 and 19 mile per hour, while the red indicates under 10 mile per hour. Can we teach a new driver the appropriate sweeping patterns for the best results? Can you document the work that was accomplished last night when a customer calls to question or complain? You bet you can with Eagle Eye's software solution. This breadcrumb route report shows you the entire route, including all jobs, as well as the travel route between jobs. It provides timestamps, so you know where the sweeper was at any given time. It clearly defines the sweeping pattern while on the job, as well as the speed that the sweeper was moving at any given point during the route. For example, a customer questions whether the job was swept last evening. You can show them this animation. The police ask if the driver was driving erratically or speeding. Show them the breadcrumb trail to clearly show the innocence of the driver. The driver has an accident. The breadcrumb trail clearly shows the driver was speeding or not driving safely. Accountability is a good thing. This route replay video may be viewed upon completion of the route or at any time during the route while the unit is out as a mid-route view of activities performed since departure. The Eagle Eye software solution delivers accountability, versatility, reduced labor costs, and safety, improving your operation and putting more money in your pocket. Because our equipment timestamps all events, such as leaving the gate, brooms up or down, and vehicle stops during the route and on the job, it allows our customers to pay for work done, not just promised. This is a great sales advantage compared to your competition. This system allows Eagle Eye clients to pay for performance and quantifies the actual labor necessary to complete a route of jobs. You pay for performance against a realistic and actual standard. We've seen reductions of overtime as much as 50% and regular hours by as much as 15%, putting more profit in your pocket. Safety is critical, and yes, it saves money. The operators understand that their driving can be reviewed. Because of this, they drive with additional attention to their speed and safety. There have been occasions where a sweeper was in an accident. With the Eagle Eye software solution, it was easily documented as to the speed, whereabouts, and actual driving that took place leading up to the incident involving the sweeper. That type of information is critical in determining the lack of liability for the respective sweeping company. Thank you very much for your time. If you have further questions regarding our company or our solution, please feel free to speak with any of our sales representatives. Visit our website at eagleeyetracking.com or give us a call at 1-855-EE-TRACK. That's 1-855-338-7225.